Hi everyone, this is Evie, and actually this is going to be the third time that I try to film this video. My husband just walked in and asked me to put an on-air sign on my door to my studio. Isn't that funny? So I might actually have to think about that because it's the third time that I start and there's noise all over the house. That's why I don't film during the day. But I just wanted to get this out and share it with you because I'm having so much trouble uploading on YouTube, and I know this is going to be hectic to get on, so I just wanted to share a couple things that I created last week. I'll start with this page spread that I did on my sketchbook. It's an old sketchbook that I've had for a while that I actually got when I was doing a workshop for teachers, and I started working on it, and I decided to open this one up and create a page while I was watching Limor's Ustream show. She had one last Tuesday on art journaling, and while I was watching her, I created this face. So it has nothing, well, it has some to do with what she was sharing, because it was actually being brave and letting go and letting your feelings out and trying new things. So what I decided to do was just to draw a face that however it came out and start painting her without thinking too much about it. So I used acrylics for it, and this whole face was done with that. And then I actually used this Blick Art. It's a permanent pen. This one here. That's how I drew my last details onto her when I was done. And then that was that night because it was very late for me. But then Friday I created the background for this page, and I added this little ephemera piece that I've had stashed away for a little while. I let a little branch, and I used my pit markers by Faber-Castell to add some little leaves to it. And then for the background, what I used was this Souffle gel pens by Sakura. So I used a couple of those colors in the bottom here to create those swirls. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if I can get in. And I'm sorry for the music in the background, but the kids are so loud today that I needed, I don't know what I'm doing here. Wait. Sorry that I needed something to buffer that up. Can you see those little circles? So since they're done with the Souffle gel pens, they resist, well, not completely, but they resist the gelatos that I put on top of that. So for that I don't have the artist ones. I just have the metallic gold sticks, gel sticks by Faber-Castell. It's the same brand. I've shared this before, but these are marketed for kids. And it's the same thing, but they're just cheaper. And I got these at Amazon. So I used this set and the metallics for that background, doing all those swirls and just smudging it with my finger. And then I also used a couple of details with watercolor pencils. That's for the green. So I used a little water brush to spread that, something like this. And then to that I added little teeny tiny stamps. They're from these block sets that you get, I guess, at Michael's or Joann's. I've had these for a very long time. And I always pull them out to add little details to things or create backgrounds. And then I also added some paper punch outs that I had, flowers and butterflies that I've had. I just punched out a whole bunch of them from paper scraps, and I have them in a little box which looks like this, and I just pull them out whenever I need little embellishments. So that's what I added to that background. And then today I decided to add the facing page to match with it, and I added my journaling. So it just says dream here with a stamp, one of those stamps from Michael's. And it says dream in full color, have fun with your art, let it out, be free. And here it says let go and keep going, and do not give up. And here it says it's sing in happy times. So that's basically my page. That's what I made, inspired and started by watching Limor's art journaling show. So that was Friday and Saturday. Then last Then Saturday, yes, yesterday, Saturday, I created this other spread. And this is completely different. It's made with acrylics in the background. I gessoed my pages with clear gesso because the other one I left at school for the projects that I was working on with the kids. But I used the clear gesso and then acrylics on the background. And then I glued, let me see if I can get closer. With gel medium, I placed some paper, scraps, and some laces. And then I started to freehand draw those flowers with metallic paints. You know how I love my metallics. So those are just loose flowers that just started coming out. And I let them happen. And then I added this over here at the top. I made this one last night. It's a stamp by Prima from the Fairy Rhymes collection. So I added her. So she's looking at the garden. It's like a garden fairy. And I also added this little stamp here with a butterfly using 2 Versa inks. And that's basically what I worked on this weekend. But I had fun. Besides that, I was going through my stash and searching for the Christmas items that I have, just to be inspired what I already have and making sure that I don't go out and buy things that I already have. And I have quite a lot because I bought a couple of things. Well, I bought a whole bunch of things and then some were sent to me by friends after Christmas. So there's a whole bunch of things that I have not used. And I was thinking about it, but my last push was Jen Cali yesterday on my Facebook, and because I felt like shopping. I have a big craving for it because I haven't shopped in a long time, and I just felt like pampering myself with new goodies. But she left a comment on my Facebook, which was truly true, and she just told me to go shopping in my studio with all my beautiful things that I have. So I decided to do that. I've been thinking about it for a while since I moved and I had to rearrange everything. And I'm gonna challenge myself to start picking things from my studio and being inspired by what I have. And there's so much that I have not used, and you keep buying new stuff and using things because you see them in other projects. But I'm gonna make a serious effort to start pulling things out from what I already have and being inspired by them. So I am gonna start my challenge today. So today's day 1, and today I'll be inspired by this stamp set that I have not used, and it's gorgeous. It's by CC Designs and it's called Geisha Emma, and they are huge. These are so big. So my next page spread is going to be inspired by these little girls. So let's see what comes out, and I hope some of you decide to join me on my challenge. It's not for a giveaway or anything, it's just me challenging myself, but I would love to have company and for you to share what you're doing. So yeah, that's my new goal, to use what I have and be able to lower my stash so I can actually have an excuse to go shopping for other things. But yeah, Jen, you definitely inspire me to finally do it, and I do have a lot of things. I have beautiful things that I can work with, and I don't need to go shopping for anything right now. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll feel less guilty if I actually do go on a shopping spree online, because I don't have the stores here, but that makes it easier. So thanks everyone. Hopes for a wonderful week. Hugs and kisses, and I'll be back with what I come up with. See you all. Bye.